Good evening, fellow summoners. In today's video, this is No Clue 998. We're going to be taking the Colorblind and Brute Force path. As you can see, this is the team that I'm bringing into 7.1.4. It is Magic, Blade, Captain America, Warlock, and Magneto. Basically, in this path, you have to bring one different character from each team, and as you can see, you can't bring all 6, so you have to choose 5, and that's the team that I chose. I'm going to start off and just pop just a little boost just for the fun of it. And as you can see, in my first fight, I am going to take on Gulk against Blade. Alright, so far the fight is going pretty well. I just get clipped when I dash back, which I just finished watching one of Ilac Skills videos about the mechanics, and you can kind of tell that it hits me here as I get clipped a couple of times as I dash back. The AI is moving faster than before, and of course I get knocked out against Gladiator Hulk. So I decide to revive my blade and go back in and fight again. I use a couple of health potions just to bring up his health a little bit, and I go in to take him on again. And once again, I dash back, and somehow he is able to clip me, and once again, I get knocked out. At this point, I'm starting to get a little frustrated, but take a deep breath, revive, and just heal up a little bit, and go back in again. Alright, now that you see I have them less than 40%. And I actually got lucky there because I think he went unstoppable for a second, and I was able to throw my L2, and that was able to knock him out. So that's the first fight. As we move up, find a couple of rewards there. I was able to pick up 45 units, and then go into the next fight against Pyramid X. So I bring my newly ranked 3 Warlock to go up against Pyramid X. And here we go, guys. I was very excited to rank him up to 3. He is my second champion up to 3, but the only one that the first one that I find very useful, because the other one was Steel Suit or Spider Monkey. And I just did it just so I can get the Thronebreaker title. I really don't use them for anything other than war defense, but I do use Warlock a lot. I also have a rank 5 Warlock. That's how much I like him. So as you can see, I already have it down pretty much halfway. Just got clipped by the end of that special one from her. Drop it down to less than 5%. And that's it. She gets knocked out. Warlock does good damage. I do like him a lot. So if you guys get a chance to rank him up, you should. He is a great champion to have in your roster. Right, next fight is against Nick Fury. Like I said, I took the Colorblind brute force path. And I finally decided to actually take a look at their nodes. I apologize that in the first two fights, I really didn't get a chance to. I just totally forgot. So I bring in Magneto to face off against Nick Fury. And basically I just try to parry, then hit him with a heavy, so I could bring up Magneto's prowess. Right, the fight's going pretty well, not too bad at all. It is against Nick Fury. Very hard to evade that special one. You're better off trying to push him to a 2. That's a lot easier to evade. But it can be done. I actually saw a quick video from someone who actually was able to evade him. Evade his special one. It's not easy to do, but it is possible. Right, decided to take to do his special 3. Sorry about that, guys. I'm a little bit tired. It's kind of late. So was able to get that special 3 down so I could get some bleed on him. And like I said, that special 2 is a lot easier to evade than the special 1. Alright, and just like that, Nick Fury kicks me right in the face, knocks out my Magneto. So I decided to revive him again, give him a 40% revive, and heal him up just a little bit more. So I can go in and try to finish him off. As you can see, I tried there to just evade that special 1. I was able to do it a couple of times, as you saw the dexterity go up, but I did get clipped a couple of times also because of it. As you can see there, I tried to do it again and I got clipped by the last 2. Alright, at this point I decided to do my special 3 because the real Nick Fury is out now. So trying to see if I can bring him down before he knocks me out once again. should have gone in there, but I don't know why I hesitated. And unfortunately, he was able to knock me out once again. And once again, go in against Nick Fury. I do have him now less than 30%, so hopefully I'll be able to bring him down a little bit more sooner. Like I said, that SP2 is a lot easier to evade. As you can see, I was able to do it on the SP2, but not the SP1. So basically now he has me down to 10%, but I have him at 3%, and I decide to hit him with my special 3, basically knocking him out. Alright guys, that would do it with the Nick Fury fight. We're off to the next one. And on the next one, we will be fighting against Jane Lady Thor. So I will bring in my Captain America. As you can see, the brute force and the colorblind path is still here. I do apologize. I don't quite remember what the brute force node does, but as you can see, I did put it on the video. So if you just pause it real quick, you'll be able to take a look and see what it exactly does. I think it has something to do with some type of damage. But I apologize. I didn't pay too much time to it. I should have done it actually. But here I am going up against Thor, Jane Foster, and I send off my special 3, and I have it down to about 65% now. And I do my special 2, and I was able to hit her with a couple of heavies afterwards. I was able to evade her special 2, which is a lot easier to evade than her special 1. And I hit her again with a special 2, knocking her out. So we're off to the next fight, which is against Sentinel. And in this fight, I do bring in my Magneto because he is steel, and Magneto actually does pretty well against steel champions. So I do heal him up just a little bit, and I go in to fight him. As you can see, basically all I try to do is parry and heavy. If I don't feel like I'm gonna hit him, I'm gonna be able to parry, I try to evade it. Trying to get my prowess up pretty high so that when I do my special 3, it does give him a good amount of damage. As you can see, the damage was very nicely. It went all the way down to 44%. At this point, he does have me down to about 1%. So I'm trying not to get hit and try to give him as much damage as possible. And then he's able to just clip me right there, knocking me out once again with Magneto. So I revive him once again with another 40%. Heal him up just a little bit. Go in once again, try to finish him off here and not use another revive on him. At this point, he only has about a 3% of his health left, so I'm feeling pretty good. And then he clips me with that special 1, and all of a sudden, I was open for a couple more hits. Alright, as you can see, you can evade his special 2 a lot better than his special 1. Even though his special 1 is a little bit, it's also easy to evade it. They're not very hard, but I find the special 2 easier. So now I decided to hit him with the special 3, thinking that this should knock him out, and it surely does. So that does it with this fight, and we're off to the next one. And the next fight is against the champion, which is actually a champion that I've struggled to fight. I tend to have problems also with champions that out of nowhere kind of gives, at least for me, it feels like it comes out of nowhere, the unstoppable. And sometimes that causes a lot of damage, as I think you will see in this fight. I do have a little bit of problem with his unstoppable coming out a little too much, and unfortunately I think I do need to revive a few times during this fight. It's been a while since I actually used my magic in a quest. So it was actually fun to use it. As you can see there, he just pulled out his unstoppable, and good thing he was stunned. If not, he would have just he would have hit me with a lot of damage, just like there. But I was able to recover most of it with Magic's Limbo, which is actually great because it does help me recoup some of the damage I lose when I make mistakes just like that. I'm able to get my health back and stay in the fight a little longer. Yeah, at that point, I shouldn't have been so aggressive. I think if I would have just hit him once or twice, I would have been alright, but I went in for that third hit, got a little greedy, and I paid for it. So I do revive my magic, and Oh, actually, yeah, I heal her up. And then I do bring her in to try to finish him off. And once again, the Unstoppable, which I feel like comes out of nowhere, was able to take me down with 3 hits. So I decided to bring in my Captain America because I do remember that he sometimes is able to nullify the Unstoppable, which kind of helps. As you can see right there, he was able to nullify it. So he is a good champion to bring against him, against the champion. And of course, he was able to bring him down, knocking him out, and off to the next fight. And now, as we go to the boss, I'm able to pick up 45 units that are just laying around in the path. And of course, I believe I switch out my character to, if I'm correct, it is Doom again. Yep, as you can see, I switch Doom from Blade, and I go in to fight Hela. Those are her nodes, nothing too crazy, other than Lazarus and Rust and Ruin. Alright, just taking my time just to make sure I understand the nodes. After I do go in to fight Hela. There we go. Just took me a minute just to fully understand it. As you can see, the fight is actually going pretty good so far. I know this is a little cheesy, but I did have a little bit of fun just smacking her around a bit. But I did not notice that I pushed her to an L3, which she decides to send off on me, activate on me. So now I activate my special 3, which doesn't quite knock her out, but it does bring her down. But I do push her once again to a special 3, thinking I was going to knock her out, and I really wasn't looking at her meter. And of course, she was able to revive due to the node. So I try to bring her down once again. She was able to revive once again 20%. So I shoot off my special 3 once more. And once again, she is able to revive and knocks me out right there. Right, so at this point I decided to go back and take a look at the notes once again to see if there's anything I missed, because I noticed she kept on reviving, and that pretty much knocked out my Doom. So I decided to revive my Doom once again, have the class advantage against her. I put another heal potion on him just to give him a little extra health. And just in case I have that issue once again with her reviving. Once again, I have it down to about 5%. And at this point, I do have her at 1%, and I noted that she did not heal. And I was able to bring her down and knock her out. And then I just move up to the last path. Alright guys, that does end this path, the Colorblind and Brute Force. First run through 7.1.4, I was able to pick up 90 units. It took a little bit to get through it, as you saw. I had to use a couple of revives. But that will do it for this video guys. I hope if you like what you saw, please press that like button, subscribe to my channel.